I don't fight for attention. I naturally attract it.
You can question my tone, but never my place.
You call it control, I call it standards.
I always shined in the background. Now I'm holding the star. Loyalty doesn't mean silence. It means strength.
I move in silence, but I make noise where it counts.
I'm not dramatic, honey. I'm just never wrong.
Did you switch out the coffee this morning?
No, why?
Because this one, it's different.
Different how?
More intense. I met Hector 5 years ago, and back then, we didn't even talk to each other. It was after my stint on Real Simwives of Oasis Springs that he asked me out, and everything has changed since then. And I left my old life behind to move to Chestnut Ridge with him. We're a blended family, with my 3 kids and his son James. And honestly, everyone gets along incredibly well. We even converted the basement into a big space for the boys, with their bedrooms, a living room, and a gym. Well, no kitchen because you can't have it all. It's a family home that belongs to Hector, so we're thinking of moving soon. But for now, this is our balance, and it's pretty much perfect.
I think it's mostly bitter.
That's normal. I got coffee from Peru.
Ah, there you go. That explains everything.
What, you don't like it?
Honestly, I don't get the hype.
Hector is a simple man. Very simple. If it's not the coffee he's been drinking for 10 years, he's lost. I'm evolving. He stays true to his habits. I just wanted to change things up a bit,
Yeah, but why change something that works?
because I've changed too.
The coffee didn't ask for any of this.
You're overreacting for nothing.
No, I'm protecting my taste buds.
You're ridiculous.
And you're doing some questionable experiments.
Okay, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, especially when you bring back some good coffee. By the way, your dinner with Nina's friends?
Complicated.
What do you mean complicated?
It was supposed to be a peace dinner.
And?
The atmosphere was nauseating.
Downright nauseating?
Yes, right from the start.
What happened?
Maya made a weird comment. When I say toxic, I'm not exaggerating. It was heavy, fake, and clearly staged. Some people were there to play a role, not to smooth things over. I'm pretty much certain of it.
Maya, which one again?
Never mind, there are too many.
No, but explain it to me.
She said she didn't want to sit next to Camille.
Wait, Maya talked to Camille?
No. Well, yes, it was supposed to be a joke.
I don't get it.
Neither did I at the time.
And was that a problem?
Yes, because Clara backed her up. Clara seems to never miss an opportunity to pour fuel on the fire. She calls it humor. I call it calculated provocation.
Clara, who is she again?
An influencer, a very special one.
That doesn't help.
She loves tension.
And the others?
They didn't say anything.
No one.
Radio silence.
But that doesn't make any sense.
Welcome to my world.
I admit, I'm completely lost.
Don't worry, so am I sometimes.
Honestly, between Maya, Clara, Nina, I've lost track.
I'll explain it better later.
Yeah, because right now...
Once we've changed the coffee, that is.
So that's the priority.
Always.
Then listen to me carefully.
I'm listening.
We'll go with the Brazilian one.
Classic.
Or Ivory Coast.
Not bad either.
And we'll stick to that.
No experimenting?
None.
You're being bossy.
I'm being logical.
Yeah, right. If only managing my friends were as simple as choosing a coffee. I'd order a solution online and everything would be sorted. But unfortunately, some personalities never change.
So we're in agreement.
Yes, we're in agreement.
There you go. Finally a simple decision.
That feels good.
Unlike your dinner.
Don't even get me started.
I promise I'll stop with the first names.
Thanks.
Oh, you're outside.
Yeah, it's nice out, so I might as well enjoy it.
You're right, it's nice.
I didn't feel like being cooped up.
Me neither. It's a nice change of pace.
Well, shall we talk about dinner?
I don't think we can avoid it.
I know exactly why Nina wants to see me. That dinner was a disaster. And clearly some people have decided to make a big deal out of it. But I'm here to speak my mind. Honestly, I didn't like how Anastasia talked to me.
I get it, but she was on edge.
Stressed or not, there are ways to talk.
Yes, but Maya's joke was inappropriate too.
Inappropriate, maybe.
No, clearly inappropriate.
But you have to admit it was funny.
Clara.
What? Maya loves to overdo things.
That's true.
There you go, see?
But that doesn't excuse everything. Clara, she has this thing. She always downplays things when they don't affect her directly. But I want us to move forward, not sweep things under the rug. So I won't say anything this time.
I'm not saying it was perfect,
But
but it wasn't that bad either.
for some people, it was.
Like Camille?
Yes, for example.
She often overreacts.
A little, yes, but
Thanks.
but we have to respect how she feels.
Camille is exactly the kind of person who turns a spark into a fire. And me. I don't want to be walking on eggshells around her all the time. She needs to work out her insecurities before she starts giving us a hard time. Okay, I can understand that.
It's important.
I'll be more careful next time.
Thanks.
So, shall we talk about Evelyn?
Yes.
What do you think of her?
I haven't really talked to her.
I have a little.
What's she like?
Nice.
I find her very reserved.
It's true that she's quiet.
Too quiet, even.
I already know Evelyn a little, and I know she observes a lot before speaking from what Isabel told me. Unlike others, she doesn't jump into the drama, and that can be a strength. I can see that.
She doesn't impose herself at all.
She's taking her time. It was her first group dinner. It's better than the opposite.
Meaning,
Someone who whines like Camille.
Clara, stop it.
What?
Seriously, Clara can't help herself. She always has to pick on someone, and often it's Camille. At some point, it's going to create irreversible tension.
Okay, fine, I'll stop.
Thanks. I hope Evelyn asserts herself a little more,
It'll happen.
especially when we're all together.
Yes,
It's important for the group's balance.
exactly.
Otherwise, she'll get steamrolled.
And that would be a shame.
I want everyone to find their place. But for that to happen, everyone has to take a step. And for Evelyn, that step is taking a while. You'll tell me that sitting at the end of the table doesn't help either.
In any case,
Yes,
I'm glad we're spending this time together.
me too.
It feels good. Nina is someone I've really come to appreciate. With her, I can be more relaxed. Though, of course, I'm still myself. Let's keep it this way,
Yes.
without overthinking things.
Well, we'll try.
That's not bad.
It's a start.
Mom?
Yes, sweetie.
Are you on your phone again?
Yes, I have some things to take care of for Dad.
Always.
Did you want to tell me something?
Actually, yes.
Amelie's coming at me with that tone. I know it. It's either an announcement or an idea she's come up with all on her own, and usually, I don't like it. I'm listening.
I've been thinking.
That's already off to a bad start.
Mom,
Go ahead.
I'd like to focus on modeling.
No,
You didn't even let me finish.
no need.
You could at least listen.
I'm listening, but my answer is still no.
Why?
Because you need to continue your studies.
What if I don't want to?
Modeling. In her head, it's glamorous, easy, fast. In real life, it's unstable, hard, and often disappointing. I want her to have a solid foundation. I don't want her to have no future in 10 years because modeling didn't pay off. You'll just have to deal with it.
That's unfair.
It's realistic.
I don't even know what to study.
You'll figure it out.
What if I don't?
You'll keep looking. There's no way you're going to do nothing.
I am doing something.
Modeling isn't a life plan.
For some people, it is.
You aren't some people.
Thanks for the confidence.
I'd rather be tough now than have to pick up the pieces later. Being a mother doesn't mean saying yes to everything. It sometimes means saying no, even when it hurts. Your father would kill us if you dropped out of school.
Here we go again.
Yes, here we go again.
It's always him.
Because he's right.
It's my life.
And I'm responsible for you.
Until when?
As long as you live here.
Great.
You're overreacting.
No, I'm just living my life.
Your life needs structure.
Your structure is suffocating me.
It protects you.
Do you really believe that?
Yes,
I don't.
you'll change your mind.
No?
Amelie thinks I'm controlling her, but in reality, I'm protecting her from a world she doesn't know. And one day, she'll thank me. Even if today, she hates me a little. You want everything right now.
And you're blocking everything.
Because I'm thinking things through.
Because you're scared.
Yes, I'm scared for you.
There you go.
So what?
That shouldn't hold me back.
You're just refusing to make the effort.
That's not true.
Prove it.
How?
Keep studying.
You're going in circles.
I can see she's trying to find her path, but giving up now would be a huge mistake. And I refuse to be the mother who watches this happen without saying anything, because it's the only viable solution.
For you.
For you too.
No.
You'll see.
I'm sick of you'll see.
And I'm sick of your stubbornness.
We're even.
Apparently. And there you go. As soon as the conversation gets serious, she runs away. Classic. But this debate isn't over. Far from it. Today's teens are so hard to deal with.
You're a little annoying.
And you're predictable.
I'm out of here.
Very classy. Maybe to be a model. You first have to learn to take responsibility.
Hi, sweetie, how are you?
Hey, gorgeous. I'm good. How about you? I ordered some cupcakes and tea.
Perfect, good call.
I knew you'd like them.
What kind of tea did you get?
The classic one, just to play it safe.
Good idea.
After that dinner, I needed something sweet, literally. Cupcakes, tea, and a conversation without yelling. Well, I hope.
How have you been since the other night?
Honestly, mixed feelings.
I understand.
And you?
A little fed up.
That's normal.
What did you think of it?
The dinner?
Yes,
A disaster.
that dinner was supposed to ease their tensions. In the end, it just made them worse. And certain people clearly played a part in that. You know who I'm talking about. Me too.
Nothing went right.
Maya's behavior,
Unbearable.
and Clara behind the scenes.
No surprise there.
I really didn't like it.
Me neither.
It was out of line.
Totally. Maya loves to make jokes. Except her jokes always land on someone. And weirdly, it's often me, even though we're not even friends or anything.
I don't get how that was allowed to happen.
Because nobody says anything.
That's the problem.
Exactly.
And that trivializes everything.
Yeah.
I thought it was a shame that Isabel didn't stand up for you.
Honestly, just forget it.
No, explain.
It's not the first time.
The fact that Camille tells me it's not the first time says a lot. There are clearly friendships in this group that aren't healthy for me, and I'm from Oasis Spring. Seriously?
Yes,
And you didn't say anything?
I did, but it doesn't change anything.
You deserve better than that.
Thanks. I'm not here to be the constant target. At some point, either things change or I'm distancing myself.
I totally get it.
It's exhausting.
Maybe we should start over with something else.
What do you mean?
A calmer atmosphere.
Without any animosity.
Exactly.
I agree.
The group needs a break. Less ego, less tension. Otherwise, it's going to blow up again and again. So we need to do something where everyone's a beginner, but we're having fun. Honestly, it feels good to talk to you.
Me too.
It's simple,
And healthy.
unlike the other night.
Let's not bring that up again.
Yeah, good idea.
With Anastasia, she really listens. It's great. And in this group, that's rare. Very rare.
Okay, these cupcakes.
Are they good?
Amazing.
I knew it.
At least one success.
Unlike some parties.
We're not pointing fingers at anyone.
Absolutely not.
Okay, shall we go?
Yes.
Hurry up, go home and work off those cupcakes.
Don't worry. You've got a dream body.
Speak for yourself.
Honey, what are you doing?
Hello, world. I'm Eveline Morris, a longtime friend of Isabel's. Well, I hope so anyway. Isabel and I worked together at Ridge Newspapers when we were young. Then I went on a road trip, and that's where I met my fabulous husband, Rayan Morris, a business lawyer. Today we have 2 children, Evan and Lorena, who are 8 years old. They take up all my time and energy. Luckily, my husband works enough to cover that, so I can stay home in peace, take care of them, and a little bit of myself at St. Laurent. I baked some cakes for the kids.
Oh, really?
Yes, to congratulate them.
What did they do?
They got really good grades.
I'm proud of them.
Me too?
They deserve it.
Exactly.
Have you tried them yet?
My kids are my priority, but I'll admit, I also like to reward them in style. Homemade cakes are cute, but they're still very much me, of course.
So,
They're perfect.
I want one.
Wait until dinner.
You're strict.
I'm organized. Rayan is the perfect balance. He works, he manages, and I create a home where everything is under control. Well, almost everything.
I'll get them some gifts.
Again,
They worked hard.
that's true.
They deserve more than just cupcakes.
You don't know when to stop.
Never with them.
Or with me, for that matter.
Especially not with you.
I'm not gonna lie, I love this life. Being at home, taking care of my kids, and having a husband who's got my back. Some might judge, but I call it a perfectly balanced life. Are you coming home late tomorrow?
A little, yeah.
As usual.
It's for you.
I know.
How was your day?
Same old,
Nothing special?
nothing worth your attention.
You're mysterious.
Let's just say my life is calm, on the surface. But when you're surrounded by certain women, on top of these kids, the calm never lasts very long. Not at all.
I find that hard to believe.
You should, though.
I'm exhausted.
That much?
Yes, between looking for the new restaurant and that dinner,
Did it affect you that much?
honestly, yes.
What happened?
I deserve a luxury spa in downtown.
This smells like drama.
Yeah, I made a joke. Yeah, it was a little sharp. But to trigger a reaction like that, Some people take things way too personally. I got into a fight with Camille.
Oh,
I made a joke
what kind of joke?
that I didn't want to sit next to her,
Okay,
and she lost her temper.
I see.
Honestly, it was harmless.
I think it's funny.
Thanks.
But
There's always a but.
I can understand why she took it the wrong way.
Seriously?
Yes.
It was a joke.
Yes, but
But what?
it can be hurtful.
Kevin always tries to see both sides. I sometimes call that a lack of support. But hey, at least he's honest. She could have laughed.
Maybe.
Honestly, it wasn't mean.
Context matters.
What context?
How long had you two not spoken?
5 months.
Exactly.
So what?
All the more reason to avoid that kind of joke.
You're overreacting.
No, I'm being realistic.
I just wanted to lighten the mood.
It didn't work.
Obviously.
Clearly.
Okay, maybe the timing wasn't perfect. But still, if we can't even joke around anymore, we might as well stop talking to this athlete altogether. Anyway, it's over.
What do you mean?
I'm not going to play any more pranks on her.
That's pretty drastic.
I'm going to leave our relationship as it is.
What do you mean?
Back to square one.
Wow, why?
Because I don't want to have to walk on eggshells.
I get it.
Thanks. Honestly, starting over from scratch is sometimes the best option. No pressure, no expectations. And most importantly, no disappointments.
Maybe it's better this way.
Exactly.
Less tension.
Less drama.
And more peace of mind.
That's all I want.
I've got your back.
Thanks.
Do you still want to go to the spa?
Of course.
After all this, you deserve it.
Finally, someone who makes sense.
I'm doing my best.
Keep it up.
Always.
Well,
Shall we go home?
yes. Between the tension in the group and how tired I am, a spa isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. And honestly, I'm going to enjoy it. I am Maya Brooks after all.
Who's going to blow out the candles in the garden?
Baby, those are fake candles.